We're asking you, what are you thankful for? Emily writing in, I'm thankful for God, family, and friends, all of which have continued to support us this past year as we continue to struggle to find a job and grow my business. God bless everyone. Sherry also writing in, grateful for a number of reasons, also very grateful for the staff at Clare Bridge for taking great care of my mom. She says, I'm so glad I can still hold her hand and hear her voice. And we invite you to share with us, what are you grateful for this year? Tallahassee Mayor John Marks and Jane Marks joining us this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's a cold morning,
it's very cold.
But it's a good Thanksgiving morning.
Yeah, we're all thankful to be alive and in good health. And this morning we're kind of sharing our thanks for those who help make Tallahassee a better place, and a lot of young people really helping to make Tallahassee a great place this morning.
You know, I think one of the things that we have done every year is to always showcase our teens in the city, and they contribute such valuable resources. And I know we sometimes pick them individually, but this is our chance to talk to each school. And when we make the calls to the school, they are so excited about sharing some of their accomplishments for the year.
They really are doing some incredible work here this morning.
Yeah, I think you know, it's kind of infectious in this community. We have a lot of people, individuals, our citizens, who want to participate, who want to get involved. And so when the grown-ups get involved, we find that the teenagers get involved and the school children get involved. And quite honestly, we like that at the City of Tallahassee when we have involvement from our citizens.
As you said before, it's kind of that small little fire, it become a brush fire. You see one person get involved and then another and another. And we've got some of the information here coming up on your screen. Again, a lot of great individuals and great schools we want to recognize this morning.
Right, and I think we're going to start with Lincoln High School. And I have to mention, every time we make the call to the school, either the principal will answer the phone, which we love, or the guidance department. They're anxious to tell us. And in Lincoln High School, it was interesting because I met the president of the SGA. He was so proud. He was so proud of what the school has done this year. And some of the things include the Student Government Association organizing canned food drives, but more importantly, they also sponsor the Battle of the Bands. And every year they give money to the TMH Vascular Center. So they're quite proud with that.
And then you got John Paul Catholic, the high school out there. They have an open-door women's clinic, and they finance fundraisers for the Philippines typhoon victims, which is very special to us because Jane is part Filipino. So we really wanted to make sure that we include that, and I'm certainly glad that John Paul Catholic High School participated in that particular drive.
Also showing, you know, young students engaged in the community, but also engaged in events happening around the world, and knowing that, you know, their actions can have a great impact.
Absolutely. And Sale High School, school-wide effort to help with Second Harvest backpacks. Volunteer Club does cleanup at Martha Winston Park and also Westminster Oaks. These are kids who just take their time off to go and participate in also in human relations groups. They did blanket drives. So we're so proud of these schools.
And Charles High School, they held a relay for life, a blood drive. They're doing a lot of things on Alzheimer's walk, and held down a Down syndrome walk as well. So they are helping those individuals in our community who are in need. So that's very good for them to do that. So I can tell you, as mayor of the city, I'm very proud of these teenagers and these high school students doing these things in our community and for our citizens.
And a lot of times, too, what we're finding, too, you know, they have a lot of support from parents, from principals, but it's the students themselves also taking a lot of initiative.
They're the drivers. You know, it's amazing because I think when we were younger, we thought about much simpler things. These kids take on fantastic initiatives, and borrowing some from their families, but more importantly, being creative themselves. And so I think as a community, we should be so proud of our high schools and what they do. I mean, each high school, there wasn't one high school that wasn't excited about, you know, whatever projects they were working on. And so kids not only have a chance to get volunteer hours, but they have a chance to serve their community. So it's a fabulous, fabulous partnership.
And raising awareness about a lot of these programs as well, as we saw there, you know, helping with the backpack program with the America's Second Harvest of the Big Bend. A lot of people may be surprised how many young children, they may only get one meal a day, and that's when they go to school. And this program helps, you know, make sure when they go home they at least have a meal, at least have something there.
Well, that's very, very true. Just recently we received at the city a $40,000 grant to help kids who are in need and who need to be fed, because a hungry kid cannot learn. That's certainly can't.
Students at Rickards High School also doing a lot of great work for us throughout the year as well.
Oh, you know, it's interesting because they have the key clubs and the football players. They drive initiatives, and you know, well, you know, it's interesting. It's interesting to be students because you have to be ever vigilant. But by the same token, these kids feel a sense of engagement in their schools, and they feel like they want to represent, and they have such school spirit. And so when they adopt these initiatives, their kickoffs are great. For example, the food drives. In this case, in Rickard's case, the first annual Salvation drive for to collect toys and toys for tots, and you get small groups, but you also get the whole school involved.
And again this morning, just kind of sharing thanks and recognizing all the work that, you know, different members of the community and these students are doing. Much more with Mayor John Marks and Jane Marks coming up in our 6:30 half hour as well. Again, recognizing a lot of the work going on. So we'll be back with you guys in just a few minutes. Weather and traffic now this morning. Lauren in this morning for Michelle. And look, the mayor's already said it. It's cold. We need a warm up.